Welcome back to the shooting channel. When you go on a game day, what gun should I shoot? Should I shoot with a side-by-side? Should I shoot with an over and under? Side-by-sides in the last few years have come back into fashion quite a lot. And we've done quite a lot of them on this channel. And a lot of modern people have got an over and under to shoot with, but they like to be traditional. They like to wear the tweed, they like to put the tweed on, like to put the breeks on, they like to be traditional. And a lot of people say side-by-sides are harder to shoot than over and unders. They're not really. It doesn't take any difference whether you shoot with a side-by-side or an over and under. My personal choice would be, when you're picking a gun, is to get yourself a nice over and under and a nice side-by-side. And I tend to think side-by-sides is a bit like a classic sports car. A lot of people buy classic sports cars as a weekend car. And this is exactly really the way you need to be thinking about side-by-sides. I tend to value AYAs on here. English guns are a nice thing to have as well. You've got a little bit of English tradition. If you go back hundreds of years, you see King Henry VIII, they're going out shooting with their side-by-sides. It's just a nice thing to do. So I've got an over and under. I've got a Beretta Silver Pigeon. Really great way of starting, Beretta or Browning, great way of starting on your game day. I've also got a side-by-side. I've got an AYA. Now, obviously, the obvious reasons, the barrels are side-by-side and not over and under. The only thing you need to think about with these is you need to touch that cheek a little bit more. So you need to do that and you need to come through it and touch that cheek there. If you want to buy a side-by-side and an over and under, go to your local shooting school, have a look, and go out and try some side-by-sides and get somebody that is used to teaching somebody with a side-by-side how to shoot game with a side-by-side. And that is exactly what I would be recommending if you want to do one of these. It's great. I mean, I'm going on a game shoot in a couple of weeks, and there'll be 3 people there shooting with a side-by-side because they want to be traditional. This is the difference with it. They want to be traditional. They will dress up in their tweed and they will buy themselves a nice side-by-side and they'll go out and shoot and they'll enjoy it. Don't forget what I said before. When you go game shooting, it's about enjoying it. It's not about killing every single pheasant in the sky, every single partridge in the sky. It's about having a nice day out and it's about enjoying what you do. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shoot each gun and I'm just going to explain the differences so that you can choose yourself whether you want to shoot with an over and under or a side-by-side and go from there. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try and shoot with my over and under, and then I'm going to explain to you the differences. Then I'm going to try and shoot with my side-by-side. I've interrupted this video to introduce you one of our new partners or one of our new advertisers on the channel. This is SWATCOM. I've had a pair of SWATCOM earphones now for a month or so and I find them really comfortable, and they've offered you, the viewer, a discount. If you go onto their website, TSC10, you will receive 10% off your new SWATCOM earphones. Again, I've been wearing these for a few months now. They're really comfortable, they sit in your ear really well. Go to their website, get yourself your discount code, get yourself 10% off with TSC10. Pull. 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 First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try and shoot with my over and under, and then I'm going to explain to you the differences. Then I'm going to try and shoot with my side-by-side. Pull. 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 that was my over and under. The only difference is really, barely recoils. I don't need to take my safety catch off because on an over and under they just stay. And I just literally touch my cheek, go out, look at the bird, pull the trigger. Now I'm going to shoot it with my side-by-side. But bearing in mind, most side-by-sides are double trigger. So the only thing you have to remember is to go to the second trigger. Right, let's see. Pull. 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 Again, that was shooting my side by side, and okay, it took me a couple to get used to it. The only big difference really is they do tend to recoil a little bit more because they haven't got the recoil juices on. But it's not a great deal, you just have to use sensible cartridges. And obviously you have to put your finger on the back, but everyone says, oh, I forget to put my finger on the second trigger. You don't, you'll soon remember it. But it's no different when you shoot them. It's no different trying to hit a target with having the barrels on the side by side. They both, the only thing that I would say with this, it makes you smile when you hit one. It's just tradition and it makes you smile. It's a bit like driving a sports car really fast around the track. It makes you smile. This is like driving an everyday car. And it's good, don't get me wrong, it's good. But this is like, it's just like driving a bit of history. And you go back in history when you're game shooting. So, if you wanted a choice, personally, I would say everyone's got to go game shooting at least once with a side-by-side and go and try it. Because it is great fun. It's not the sort of thing that you're going to do all the time, but just get yourself an inexpensive side-by-side and go and have a look, go and try it. For any more information you'd like to see about whether you should shoot game with a side-by-side or an over and under, please comment below. I hope you enjoyed this programme. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.